Hi everybody, Dacob here. Welcome back to my fashion bunker. Sad topic day, what can I tell you? David Bowie passed away. I don't know at what point in time I will be uploading this video, but for those of you who don't know, he passed away on the 10th of January, on a Sunday, and which is coincidentally the date that Coco Chanel passed away in 1971. 2 days prior to that, on January 8th, 2016, André Courrèges also passed away, one of my favorite designers, one of the fathers of space age, late 60s, 70s. Check him out. Definitely Google him if you don't know who Courrèges is. The brand still exists. They are reproducing his archive pieces mostly nowadays. And January is also the date or the month that my father passed away 1 year ago. So I'm just devastated. The whole day has been, I woke up to the news of David Bowie, and my mother always says, or used to tell me when I was a kid, always kind of carry a little pebble or a little tiny stone in one of your shoes so you can always kind of feel the uncomfort or the slight tingling or maybe even from time to time pain, and that should remind you that there are so many other people in this world that are feeling pain and are going through difficult times. So this little pebble should always remind you of how good you have it and what a luxury you have to live in a free world, more or less. Today I could say that I personally am living in a free world, but I know that so many people are not. So I guess from now on, every time I hear a David Bowie song, it will be a little bit like having a pebble in my shoe. And similar things happen to me or thoughts cross my mind whenever I see something from Chanel that I like a lot, or something that kind of reminds me of what her spirit could have been. Because even though a lot of mystery surrounds this woman and a lot of the stories that surround her are not positive, she has been, people have accused her of being a collaborator of the Nazi regime and the Nazis, that she tried to, use the anti-Jewish laws during the war to get the Wertheim family out of her contract, out of owning more than half of her company as far as perfumes go. I don't think anybody in this world has a clean, white, immaculate cloth as a soul. Perhaps to begin with we do, but as we go along, this cloth gets dirty. And to some religions, maybe this might be seen as a means to manipulate the masses and make them feel guilt and make them do what they want them to do in order to achieve more power. But not in my book. In my book, this white cloth that you carry around that gets dirty with time is a part of your identity and your character. Once this cloth becomes more dirty, you gain personality and in a way also pride, because the dirt can be good, can be bad, of course, but it's yours and you have to deal with it. No matter how much you try to, some people are really good at lying to themselves. They're really good at creating havoc and shit all around them and hurting other people. And then they're really good at lying to themselves that at the end of the day, they didn't do anything wrong. But even they, subconsciously, deep down inside, are always aware of what they did. So this, in a way, dirty cloth that was white and pure, it's your cloth to bear and to carry along with you. And those spots and stains that are on it are yours, and they're unique, and you deal with them. Your soul deals with them on a daily basis. You'll take them to your grave. You can try to wash it. You could get all sorts of aids and helps and assistances to help you clean that cloth and make it as white and pure as possible, but you never will. I think the only thing that liberates you and washes that cloth is once you pass away. So there is a horrible feeling inside of me of fear when I imagine death. But at the same time, I feel, another part of me feels the liberation and the freedom that comes with it. And that freedom and that strength that you gain once your cloth is clean is something magical and mystical in a way. So I'm sure that for those of us who do pass away, I am sure that we are redeemed. And no matter what the stories about xoxo were or are, she is redeemed. No matter what stories could be concocted or not about David Bowie, he is redeemed. Same thing about André Courrèges. Same thing about my father. He was no saint, but he was my dad. And I do believe that we all, once we pass on, have that white cloth with us again, to start all over again, with a clean soul. And I'm wearing David Bowie, dedicated to David Bowie, crew neck sweatshirt that I bought in New York many years ago. I don't even remember the name of the designer artist who used to do this. This was back in 2000, maybe 2, 3. And he would just buy secondhand sweatshirts and then make prints of David Bowie, Grace Jones. I mean, there's not, that's another thing. Our generation, well, my generation, I mean, I'm not from the generation of David Bowie, but still, I learned, an intelligent human being learns and is interested in certain things. So I got to know who he is. But I'm thinking, so many deaths, so much loss throughout just these past 2 years that kind of our, the icons of our time or of my generation are fading. And I don't know how it is for the kids today, you who are now 10, 11 and you're kind of becoming a teenie and you're growing up with other idols probably. But for me, a lot of my idols are passing away and it's devastating. It's devastating to see the world becoming more poor, empty, lacking that energy that certain people would deliver and bring to the world, because they were like knots where a big amount of energy would conglomerate and unite, and then from there on they would just spread it out to the world, whether it be through social media, through movies, through films, through photography, through books, literature, music, any sort of artistic communication. Once they disappear, all that remains are echoes. And David Bowie's music, his movies will remain for sure. His visual sensitivity and through his photos will remain, as does Chanel's, vision and heritage and mystery and the beauty of proportions that she would create for human beings. That will remain, but the soul is gone. It has moved on somewhere else, and those knots of energy that exist, that live on this world, are gone. And I feel that loss in such a heavy way, and it is extremely painful to me. And I'm really trying very hard to balance out the right words to be able to communicate this with you, because I have this need to talk to you guys, but at the same time, I don't want you to think this is too creepy, because talking about death, I guess most of the people find it creepy. I think it's necessary. It should be part of our culture to acknowledge it, to acknowledge the fact that we are only temporarily here and then we're gone for good. And everything we do in the time that is given us is important. We have to balance it out. We have to understand that it is limited in time. And once that time is gone, it's gone for good. You lose money, you can re-earn money. But the time you have lost, you will never get back. That's why, to me, in my book, time is worth everything and money nothing. Money spoils the time, in a way. Yeah, I'm ending this video on a weird note because, not a weird note, this is the Fashion Bunker and we are talking fashion after all. I have planned quite some time ago to end the Chanel sales by hunting down one last piece before the sales are over, and I was lucky enough to find it. And I wanted to purchase something coming in that period of Chanel's death, because I always kind of, every year when Chanel's death date, her birth death date arrives, I get a little something in memory of her. Now this year I had double the reason to, or maybe even triple, because of André Courrèges, Coco Chanel, and David Bowie. Of course, my dad is more important than just shopping, so he's on another level altogether. But as far as them three are concerned, I have hunted down like a star piece. Now we know that David Bowie's last work just came out 2 days, his last record just came out 2 days before he passed away, and it was like his swan song, you know, it's his goodbye to the world. And even now to see those few videos that he managed to ultimate finish before he passed away, they're even more deep. They were amazing the second I saw them for the first time, but now they're even more powerful and magnetic because they tell a deeper truth all of a sudden. So this black star, David Bowie, is a part of this piece that I kind of, in such a ritualistic way, only typical to Super Dacob. I have purchased something at Chanel, and it is related, in my weird vision of giving a symbology and importance to everything I encounter in my life. I have given this importance, this kind of ritualistic importance to this piece. And it's a weird bag. It's the first time that they have these sort of bags. This is the new size of these kind of big bags. I mean, it's not an umbrella, I can tell you that. So if you're interested in seeing what is in this unboxing, stay tuned because it will be coming soon. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you like this video. Don't be afraid to let me know what you think in the comment section below, and don't be afraid to talk about this topic, because it's important to embrace it, because it's a part of each and every one of our lives. We will all have to deal with it sooner or later. Thank you so much for watching. Love you. Stay tuned. Bye. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed my video, and if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and check out some of my other videos. I'm also on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. So come on over, guys, and join the fun.